You're listening to the Spend 10K a Day podcast, brought to you by the performance marketing experts at Mute 6. This is your source for cutting-edge insight into the world of online advertising from the team with more Facebook case studies in 2016 than any other agency on the planet. Here are your hosts, Steve Wise and Stuart Anderson.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Spend 10K a Day podcast. This is one of my most favorite episodes today. We have Adam, who's with us today. Adam recently came on board the Mute 6 crew. Adam's specialty is video production specifically, or in other words, how to create shareable content on the newsfeed. Every time, we talk about like what goes into creating an amazing Facebook ad campaign, what goes into winning at getting an amazing conversion rate, an amazing return ad spend. I always say you got to disrupt the finger on the newsfeed with amazing content. And today we're going to be discussing what goes into creating content that is going to engage your audience, but also convert them into customers. Adam, welcome aboard, buddy.
Totally. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here. So shareability, virality, people talk about it like it's some like foreign, some dead language. It's like, what is it? It's a lot simpler than that. And really what it is it's just communicating by cutting through the clutter, like you mentioned, and creating shareable moments. And basically, the easiest thing you could do is just think about the start of your video. What is the image that people are seeing first?
Or the thumbnail, right?
The thumbnail, as well as the first 3 seconds. You want it to be interesting and unique and kind of off-putting, so people are like, what is this? And that engages them instantly. That's your biggest fight right there. It's just the opening few seconds.
So just to give you guys some topical background of Adam's experience, Adam has been a part of the team at Chubby's, which did all of Chubby's amazing viral videos. He's done work for Funny or Die. He's done work for Game Time. So his specific expertise is creating videos for brands on the Facebook newsfeed. And, these are some of the things that he's going to be sharing today that I want you guys to correlate into your creative strategy.
Yeah, no matter what your product is, no matter what you're selling, your business model, it's about telling a story and being a part of a conversation. So getting people interested and engaged and figuring out what that viral moment is. So one of the things that I think is a great formula is like the expectation versus reality idea, where you have like a reveal. One of the first videos I did for Chubby's, it all centered around a miscommunication with a reveal. And so you really want to think about stepping back, what is this viral moment? And people love the unexpected surprise. And then conversely, it's also, could be the expected thing. So I saw a video yesterday on Facebook, and it was just a guy presenting products. He had cinder blocks above him on a glass table, and we all knew that the blocks are going to fall and just shatter everything. But, you were waiting for that moment, and it inevitably happened, and it's hilarious. So if you can break things, I highly recommend that. People love that stuff.
Cool. So how long should these videos be?
Typically I'd say the shorter the better on Facebook. So I usually recommend 30 seconds to a minute. There's exceptions to that rule, but I'd say the shorter the better, generally speaking.
Shorter the better. And should they be targeting a specific audience of your fan base, or should you try and make the videos very wide and appealing?
Yeah, I'd say it depends on what your what your focus is, what your strategy is behind the videos. If you want just like a general brand strategy or a general brand awareness, you want to boost your video, I'd say cast a wide net. But if it's really you want to convert your audience, you want to use all that great analytics you have about your audience and utilize that in your video to inform your video content creation, so you can sell products.
So should they be high quality? Like, if you're going to give someone who's brand new to content creation and brand new to building a video team for their brand, you're like, let's say you're talking to me. I don't have any experience shooting videos. Do I need to hire a whole video team, or like how do I go about constructing a process for creating these videos?
Totally, yeah, Steve. I think it kind of depends on what your product is and your strategy behind the video production. I would push everyone to get into high quality content creation, because I think that's kind of a universal thing that will translate to legitimacy of your brand. But at the same time, that's not to say that there's no barrier for entry. Like, you can pick up a camera iPhones have great cameras. It's really just about the idea behind it and creating something that's communicative to your audience. So although I think there is something that's necessary about creating quality content and making sure everything is good, at the same time, it really just stems from, creating clever, engaging content.
So I think it's really good to differentiate the types of content. There's a sales video, which I see a lot of people on the newsfeed do. They do straight sales videos. They have product shots. They have stuff, that shows the product, which is more focused on generating a sale. There's lifestyle, people wearing the product, people showing the product. What you're talking about more of like the viral moment, the unexpected thing happening, the 30 seconds, the 60 seconds, where you're focusing in on is the creative side, which is more of the viral videos, using your product in more of a product placement type opportunity where you're featuring it and you're showing a unique angle of something funny with the product.
Yeah, I mean, I think the difficult thing and the important thing to be sure of when you're making a video, because you can make a hilarious video that's super engaging to people, but if it doesn't sell your product and if your product isn't the subject of conversation about the video, then I would consider that video a failure. So it's really in whatever video or whatever content you're creating, whether it is just a traditional product video or whether it is like a viral comedic sketch video, you want your product to be the heart of it that's driving everything.
That's really awesome advice, because I get that a lot. I get that, like, well, what type of videos are you going to do? Do I need casting talent? Where do I find editors? There's all these like questions about how to produce Facebook video for ads, and this has been just for me at least a lot of insight. Since we've brought Adam on board. Adam is reworking our whole video division, and we're going to be coming out with some really kick-ass videos. I cursed on the podcast, sorry, but we're coming out with some really kick-ass content, both on the products and partners that we work with, but also on some of the stuff that we're doing on the newsfeed. We want to create some virality and make it cool to run Facebook ads. I think running Facebook ads and being in internet marketing is cool. I mean, I think
and it's just going to be fun because the fun translates. So if we're having fun making this content, making these videos, people are going to have fun watching it.
Cool.
And that's what it's all about.
Thanks, Adam. You're the man. Thank you so much for joining our podcast.
Thanks,
just to reiterate, number one, viral moment. Have a viral moment to your video. Very important. An element or something that's going to make your video go viral. Number two, something unexpected goes on. Something that's going to captivate the audience. Be like, wow, what happened? Number three, make it 30 to 60 seconds. Number four, differentiate between a sales video and more of a viral video. But the key is always make your product the featured of the video. Very important. You always want your product to be in the video, featured, and be the main topic of the video. And then number five, have fun. Make this a fun experience. You don't need highly expensive video people. You don't need crazy expensive editors. Don't overthink it. Really just do whatever it takes to get something up and running, and then you're going to learn from that. That's what I'm sharing today in the podcast. It's been great having everyone. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to email either myself, Steve Weiss, CEO of Mute6, steve@mute6.com, or Stuart Anderson, Stuart, STEWART, @mute6.com. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, guys.